Okay, good morning students. Today I am going to explain the length of tangents. Problems on length of tangent, length of normal, length of subtangent and length of subnormal. Problems based on this: length of tangent, length of normal and length of subtangent and length of subnormal. So, the related formulae are, for any curve, length of tangent is given by y1 by m into root over 1 plus m square. Length of subtangent is modulus of y1 by m. Length of normal is given by modulus of y1 into root over 1 plus m square. Length of subnormal is given by modulus of y1 into m, where m is dy by dx of the curve at the point, given point on the curve x1 y1, where the tangent and normal is considered. Then length of tangent, length of subtangent, length of subnormal, length of subnormal, length of normal. Moreover, once this is our curve, this is our curve. Once a tangent is drawn at x1 y1, this is normal. This is PT is length of tangent, Pn is length of normal. Once you drop the perpendicular Pm from P to x-axis, Tm is length of subtangent. This is length of subtangent, and Mn is length of normal, subnormal. This is length of subnormal. This is length of normal. This is length of tangent. So, from the figure, it is clear that this one gives us the length of the tangent. This one gives us length of normal. This is length of subtangent. This is length of subnormal. These lengths are obtained by these formulas. In brief, the related formulas for finding of these lengths is this. Since we are taking lengths, I am taking modulus to make it positive. So, based on these formulas, the problems. Okay. Find the length of the subtangent at theta equal to pi by 3 on the curve given in its parametric form x equal to a into theta minus sin theta and y equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. Find the length of subtangent, particularly at given point theta equal to pi by 3 on the curve x equal to a into theta minus sin theta, y equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. So, here x equal to a into theta minus sin theta, y equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. Find dy by dx, the slope of the tangent M. For that, taking derivative with respect to theta, dx by d theta is a into d by d theta of theta minus d by d theta of sin theta. Okay? That is a into derivative of theta with respect to theta is 1, derivative of sin theta with respect to theta is cos theta. Similarly, here dy by d theta is similarly dy by d theta is a into d by d theta of 1 minus d by d theta of cos theta. For 1 it is 0, for cos theta minus sin theta, hence we get a sin theta. So, M, therefore, dy by dx is dy by d theta by dx by d theta. Dy by dx is obtained by here dy by d theta by dx by d theta. That is a sin theta dy by d theta by dx by d theta is a into 1 minus cos theta. So, you can remove this one. Now, slope of tangent at theta equal to pi by 3. Now, M dy by dx at given point theta equal to pi by 3 is sin pi by 3 by 1 minus cos pi by 3 sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2. So, this is 1 by 2, hence root 3. The slope of the tangent to the curve at pi by 3 is root 3. Based on this slope and the point, y coordinate of the point. So, at theta equal to pi by 3, ordinate of the point y equal to a into 1 minus cos pi by 3, that is y1. Let us consider the y coordinate of the point as y1. Say, so this is a into 1 minus 1 by 2, that is a by 2 here. X, for x coordinate you have to put theta equal to y by 3 in this one. So, that gives us x1. The point, suppose the point is x1, y1. Here y1 is a into 1 minus cos pi by 3. So, length of subtangent formula is modulus of y1 by m itself. The y coordinate of the point at theta equal to pi by 3 is obtained for taking theta equal to pi by 3 in y on the curve. So, y1 is here a by 2 by m means root 3, which is a by 2 root 3, since it is length units. The length of the subtangent is a by 2 root 3. In case of length of subnormal, here length of subnormal is modulus of y1 into m here, that is a by 2 into root 3 units, that is root 3a by 2 units. So, this is length of subnormal, whereas this is length of subtangent. Like that you can find the lengths of subtangent, subnormal and tangent normal based on the y coordinate of the point, which is obtained here for particularly theta equal to pi by 3 in y. So, the length of the subtangent formula modulus of y1 by m. Similarly, length of subnormal once it is needed root 3a by 2. taking the product here, taking the product of length of subtangent and length of subnormal is a by 2 whole square. That is clear here. A by 2 whole square, square of the y coordinate, square of the y coordinate. The product of length of subtangent and length of subnormal is given by product of y coordinate. Next, next problem. Find length of subtangent and length of subnormal to y square equal to 4ax at the point at square comma 2at. Find the length of subtangent and length of subnormal to the parabola y square equal to 4ax at the point t. T means at square comma 2at, where t be the parameter. Given curve is y square equal to 4ax. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides. On both sides here, d by dx of y square equal to 4a constant into d by dx of x. D by dx of y square means you have to differentiate y square with y and y with x. So, 2y divided by dx equal to 4a into derivative of x with respect to x is 1. Hence, dy by dx is given by 2a by y. Now, at this point, the slope of tangent. So, m equal to dy by dx at t at the point at square comma 2at. M stands for slope of tangent at the given point to the parabola, to the curve. That is 2a by y1, y means 2at, which is 1 by t. So, m equal to 1 by t, the slope of the tangent is 1 by t. The y coordinate is clearly y1 equal to 2at. So, therefore, length of subtangent is modulus of y1 by m. y1 means the y coordinate of the point 2at by m means 1 by t with modulus, that is 2a t square, 2a t square, 2a t square. A t square you may take as x1. So, the length of the subtangent varies according to the x coordinate of the point at square, because this at square is x coordinate. So, length of the subtangent to the parabola at the point, at any point of course, varies twice to that of its x coordinate. So, abscissa of the point. Therefore, length of subtangent is equal to twice to that of x coordinate. X coordinate of the point, because this is x coordinate at square, twice to that of abscissa. So, length of the subtangent on the parabola y square equal to 4x at any point is twice to its x coordinate. Similarly, length of subnormal. Length of subnormal is here in this case. Length of subnormal is modulus of y1 into m. Here y1 is, y coordinate is 2at, m is 1 by t, t cancel. So, modulus of 2a. half to that of the latus rectum, length of the latus rectum. The length of latus rectum of the parabola. Length of latus rectum of the parabola is 4a. So, the length of the subtangent is at any point to the parabola is always equal to half to that of the length of latus rectum. This is half to that of 4a, which is half to that of length of latus rectum. Latus rectum of parabola. So, you can observe these 2 points. So, at any point on the parabola, once you draw the tangent and normal, once you consider subtangent this length and this length, suppose this is a comma b, this is 2a, the length of the subtangent is 2a, and this is half to that of length of latus rectum of the parabola. This one is half to that of length of latus rectum. So, this subnormal in the parabola is always equal to half to that of the length of the latus rectum. Okay, that is one important point related to the parabola here. The length of the subtangent is always twice to that of the x coordinate 2a. In objective type, these relations are very important. Similarly, the value of n, for which the subnormal to the curve x y power n equal to a power n plus 1 is of constant length. The value of n for which the subnormal to the curve is of constant length is, you have to find the value of n, the power here, so that the subnormal is constant. That is the problem here. Let x1 y1 be a point on given curve x y power n equal to a n plus 1. This is our given curve. Let us consider a point x1 y1 on this curve. Since this point lies on the curve, it satisfies the curve. So, x1 y1 power n equal to a power n plus 1. This is one relation. Since the point lies on the curve, it satisfies the equation of the curve. So, x1 y1 power n equal to a power n plus 1. That is one relation. Now, differentiating the curve with respect to x, d by dx of x y power n equal to d by dx of a power n plus 1 implies, by product rule, x into d by dx of y power n plus y power n into d by dx of x by product rule here is 0 because this is the constant 0. d by dx of y power n is n into y power n minus 1 into dy by dx follows, because this is a function of y, whereas here we are taking the derivative with respect to x. So, initially find the derivative with respect to y of y power n, and then derivative of y with respect to x follows. Similarly, plus y power n into derivative of x with respect to x is 1 itself equal to 0. Now, n x y power n minus 1 into dy by dx equal to minus y power n. dy by dx value, dy by dx value equal to minus y power n by n x y power n minus 1. This y power n minus 1 may be written as y power n by y, y power n by n x by y power n y into y power n, because y power n minus 1, y power n by y. This y power n cancel, hence this is minus 1 by minus y by nx. This is dy by dx of the curve, minus y by nx. Now, m, slope of tangent at the point x1 y1. Slope of the point at x1 y1 is minus y1 by n x1, minus y1 by n x1. That is the slope of the tangent. Now, we are in need of subnormal. So, length of subnormal, length of subnormal is modulus of y1 into m, that is modulus of y1 into m is minus y1 by nx1, which is, that is equal to modulus of y1 square by nx1. But x1 may be written as a power n plus 1 by y1 power n, a power n plus 1 by x1 may be replaced by, since modulus this is y1 square by n into modulus of n into, of course, n into x1 is a power n plus 1 by y1 power n from 1. This is from 1. Just I am replacing x1 in terms of y1. Completely the length of the subnormal is written in terms of y1. So, y1 power n goes to the numerator. So, length of subnormal is here y1 power n into y1 square is y1 power n plus 2 by n into a power n plus 2 with the modulus. But it should be constant. It does not depends on the point that we choose. So, it is constant means it should not depends on the coordinates of the point, because as coordinates varies, here length of the subnormal varies. If the point varies on the curve, if the point x1 y1 varies on the curve, that means y coordinate varies, here the length of the subnormal varies. But the given, as per our given condition, the subnormal is always constant. It never depends on the position of the point. So, length of subnormal constant whenever. So, length of subnormal constant in the sense it does not depends on the point that we choose, not depending on the point that we choose. Length of subtangent is constant when n plus 2 is 0. Once this is 0, n plus 2 is 0, y1 power 0 is 1. So, this n is constant, a is constant, the total length of the normal becomes constant. In such case, the length of the subnormal does not depends on the position of the point, that are coordinates of the point. So, therefore, n must be equal to minus 2. This is the value of n. This is the value of n for which the subnormal is always constant to that curve. N takes the minus 2 means x y power minus 2 equal to a power 0. That means x by y square equal to 0. A power minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. This is 1 by a. So, y square equal to ax, a parabola. Once it is a parabola, the length of the subnormal is always constant. That is our conclusion. So, for n being minus 2, the length of the subnormal is always constant. It does not depends on the point that we choose on the curve. It never related to. Once n equal to minus 2, the length of the subnormal does not varies according to the point that we choose on the curve. For n equal to minus 2, this curve becomes y square equal to ax, a parabola. So, in case of y square equal to ax parabola, the length of the subnormal is always constant, In previous problem, once y square equal to 4ax, length of subnormal is half to that of 4a. It is a constant. Similarly, here y square equal to ax, the length of the subnormal is half into length of latus rectum is a. So, that is 1 by 2a. So, 1 by 2a. The length of the subnormal in such case, for n equal to minus 2, we get this is 1 minus 2 a power 0 1. So, 1 by 2. Next one. Next problem. Next problem. Find the length of normal, only normal. Find the length of normal at theta, general point, on the curve given by x equal to a cos cube theta, y equal to a sin cube theta. A sin cube theta. Find the length of normal at theta. Find the length of normal at theta to the curve, which is given in its parametric form at theta, at the general point theta. Theta is not specified here. Theta takes any angle at general point. That means at point a cos cube theta, a sin cube theta. That is the reason. Given curve is x equal to a cos cube theta, y equal to a sin cube theta. So, that implies dx by d theta is, for cubic function it is 3 cos square theta, for cos theta it is minus sin theta. For cubic function 3 cos square theta, for the base function minus sin theta. Similarly, dy by d theta is for cubic function a is 3a sin square theta into for the base function cos theta. Now dy by dx. Now dy by dx is dy by d theta by dx by d theta. dy by d theta is 3a sin square theta cos theta by 3a minus cos square theta sin theta. 3a sin square theta cos theta by minus 3a cos square theta sin theta. 1 sin theta cancel, 1 cos theta cancel, 3a cancel. So we get minus sin theta by cos theta. Here the point is theta itself. Theta may takes either pi by 4, pi by 6, pi by 3 like that. So the given point on the curve, given point theta on the curve means the given point theta on the curve means a cos cube theta comma a sin cube theta. This is the point. As theta varies, this point varies. That means that is the general point. At general point, the length of the normal is needed. In terms of theta, that is needed. So this is x1 here, this is y1. As assuming y1 a sin cube theta, length of the normal is to be measured. So length of normal is modulus of the formula is y1 into root over 1 plus m square. y1 is here a sin cube theta at theta into root over 1 plus m means dy by dx at theta minus sin theta by cos theta whole square, that is tan square theta, because this is minus tan theta. Root over 1 plus tan square theta is secant theta. So once a sin cube theta secant theta is our length of normal at theta. a sin cube theta into secant theta with modulus is the required length of the normal. Suppose we are in need of the length of the normal at theta equal to pi by 4. Taking theta equal to pi by 4, we get the length of the normal. A sin cube pi by 4, secant pi by 4. A sin cube pi by 4 means a into 1 by root 2 whole cube into root 2, like that, a by 2 modulus of a by 2. That is the length of the normal in this case to the given curve at particularly theta. Once theta is specified as pi by 3 or pi by 4, you can straight away take theta equal to that value in this one to get the length of the normal. Similarly, you can find the length of the tangent also. Length of the tangent is formula y1 by m into root over 1 plus m square by tan theta minus tan theta. Taking by minus tan theta, you get length of the tangent. Next one. Next problem. the length of subtangent, the length of subtangent to the curve x power m into y power n equal to a power m plus n at the point x comma y on it is the length of subtangent to the curve. Otherwise, find the length of the subtangent to the curve x power m into y power n equal to a power m plus n at the general point x comma y on it. The sum of these exponent values, the powers is here present, that is observed, x power m into y power n equal to a power m plus n 1 m plus n. Taking in particular m equal to n equal to 1, we get xy equal to a square, a rectangular hyperbola, a rectangular hyperbola. Particular case, the particular case of this curve is a rectangular hyperbola. That particular case is for m equal to 1, n equal to 1. Now, we have to find the length of the subtangent to the curve at general point. The point is here x comma y itself. So, for that curve is x power m into y power n equal to a power m plus n. Taking logarithm, taking log on both sides to the base e, of course. We get, to simplify the differentiation, just I am taking logarithm. We get m log x to the base e plus n log y to the base e equal to m plus n log a to the base e. Taking logarithm on both sides to the base e, m log x to the base e plus n log y to the base e equal to m plus n log a to the base e. Now, differentiating with respect to x on both sides, m into d by dx of log x to the base e, of course, plus n into d by dx of log y to the base e, m plus n into d by dx of log a, the constant, to the base e. d by dx of log x is 1 by x. This is 1 by x because this is a function of x, and whereas you are taking the derivative with respect to x itself, plus this is function of y, whereas you are taking with respect to x. Hence, take the derivative with respect to y at first, that means 1 by y into dy by dx follows equal to 0, because the derivative of log a, the constant, is 0. Here, since it is a function of y, taking with respect to x derivative, at first differentiate this function with y and then take the derivative of y with respect to x by function of function. So, from this dy by dx is clearly, therefore, m by x plus n by y dy by dx is 0 here. Hence, dy by dx equal to dy by dx equal to minus my by nx. So, for such functions, logarithmic differentiation is applicable to get dy by dx easily. Rather than going through the product rule, it is better to take logarithm in such case to get dy by dx in easier way. So, that is m here, because at general point itself, that gives us the slope of the tangent m itself. Let it be m say. Now, length of subtangent at x comma y, at the point x comma y equal to modulus of, here y1 is y by yeah, because instead of y1 here we have y. So, y by m is the required length of the subtangent, that is y by m means minus my by nx, y cancel, so n by m to x with modulus, n by m to x modulus. Particularly at 1 x equal to 1, particularly at x equal to 1, the length of the subnormal is constant, at x coordinate is 1, the length of the subnormal is constant. This is a very important question, even for objective as well subject. If the relation between the subnormal and subtangent at any point on the curve y square equal to x plus a whole cube is p into small p into subnormal equal to q into subtangent square, then p by q value is, then find p by q value, p by q. P by q means subtangent square by subnormal, that should be evaluated here. The value of p by q is subtangent square by subnormal. So, the length of the subnormal and length of the subtangent ought to be evaluated here for the curve at general point, at any point. At any point means x comma y point. So, curve is here, the given curve is y square equal to x plus a whole cube. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides, x on both sides. dy dx of y square equal to dy dx of x plus a whole cube. So, that is 2y dy by dx, because the function y square is in terms of y, whereas we are taking with respect to x. 2y dy by dx equal to, this is completely a function of x. So, for the cubic function we get 3 into x plus a whole square into derivative of x plus a, the base function, by function of function rule or chain rule, that is 3 into x plus a whole square into 1, for a it is 0. So, dy by dx is, hence dy by dx is here 3 into x plus a whole square by 2y. This is M, say. Based on the point, it may varies. So, at x comma y, general point, let us consider the subtangent and subnormal. At the point x comma y on the curve, length of subtangent equal to, since the point is x comma y coordinate is y itself, so length of the subtangent is y by m, and the length of subnormal is modulus of y into m. Now P by Q. Now P by Q equal to, from the given relation, P by Q equal to length of subtangent whole square by length of subnormal. P by Q is length of subtangent whole square by length of subnormal. Length of subtangent is here y by m, so y square by m square, by length of subnormal is y into m, which gives us y by m cube, where m is 3 into x plus a whole square by 2y. So that is y by 3 into x plus a whole square by 2y. Cube, this is cube. Taking cube, this is 27, of course, this is 6, of course, this is 8 cube, m cube value. 27, 3 cube is 27, x plus a whole square whole cube, power 6 by 8y cube. Now, on simplification, this is modulus of 8y power 4 by 27 into x plus a whole power 6. But the point x comma y lies on the curve, hence y square equal to x plus a whole cube. Therefore, that is equal to modulus of 8 by 27 into y square whole square by, otherwise y square by x plus a cube whole square, y power 4 by x plus a whole power 6 is y square by x plus a whole cube whole square. So that is 8 by 27 into, since x comma y satisfies the curve, y square by x plus a whole cube is 1. This is 1 cube. Since x comma y is a point on curve, y square equal to x plus a whole cube, which implies y square by x plus a whole cube is 1. So clearly this is 1. Hence P is to Q, hence P by Q. Therefore, P is to Q, the ratio is 8 is to 27. 8 is to 27. P by Q value is always constant here, that is 8 is to 27. 2 cube is to 3 cube. 2 cube is to 3 cube. 2 cube is to 3 cube. That is one important problem of tangent and normal. Next problem. next one.